Thank you so much for joining us on TWF Rugged. Tonight's main event, the title is on the line. TWF Championship, Vinnie Massaro defends against 24-karat Midas Kreed on this program, so do not go anywhere. But to kick things off, Christian Black is going to pick a tag team partner, as is the crazy Cajun Jiah Jewel. Who will they select? What violence will occur? We saw what happened with them a few weeks ago on this program. Well, this is Tracy, California. This is the Mountain House Bar and Grill, a very, very unique environment for live pro wrestling. There are people packed all over the place here in the Altamont Hills. Now, as always, before we get to the action, let me remind you, TWF is on tour all over the place. Live pro wrestling action in a town near you. May 21st, Parkour Performing Arts Center, 941 Sterling Parkway in Lincoln, California. Doors at 6:30, showtime at 7 p.m. You should be there live and in person in Placer County. And then we keep it trucking. June 4th, Eagles Hall, 126 Camellia Way in Modesto, California. Doors at 6. You can buy some food first. Show starts at 7 p.m. Modesto is always a great environment at the Eagles Hall for live pro wrestling. Then July is very busy. July 9th, Mountain House Bar and Grill, 16784 West Grant Line Road for live pro wrestling. It's in Tracy. Doors at 6, bell time at 7:30, $15 for adults and $10 for kids, pretty much the universal price. Then, the very next week, July 16th, VFW Hall, 580 Moffett Boulevard in Manteca. Doors at 6, bell time at 7. If you have not been to a live pro wrestling event in Manteca, I suggest you go. And then it all leads to the 6th of August, Colonial Theater, 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento for Summerfest. The biggest event of the whole summer is in Sacramento.
Ready to get this party started again or what? Oh, looks like we have a commissioner in the ring here, Mr. T Money.
Okay.
Commissioner T-Money!
You shut up. Okay, the last time we were here, Christian Black thought he could beat our team. So tonight I brought an even better team to take him out. Let's bring him out. Let's bring Jiah and Jewel out.
Well, of course, Commissioner T-Money, instead of handling administrative duties, is sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, and it looks like he has a hand-picked tag team here tonight to battle Christian Black and a partner of his choosing. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, that is Dreamy Drew, along with the crazy Cajun Jiah Jewel. They are teaming up here tonight at the Mountain House Bar and Grill. We all know the unpredictable nature of Jiah Jewel.
Put everybody on notice. You did me wrong in Modesto. I brought in the big help by my hands of the great man T-Money.
That is the face of a madman, but he does have a point. He brought in some backup. That is Dreamy Drew, former tag team champion of this company. Member of the Dreamboats tag team, much tag team success over the years. But Jiah Jewel, a completely different element, a completely different kind of performer. Someone that could have very, very good days in the future in pro wrestling. But staring across the ring from that duo, what we saw a couple weeks ago on this program, Jiah Jewel had Christian Black in the center of the ring in Modesto. He had him exactly where he wanted him. However, Jiah Jewel thought the match was over, and it was not. Christian Black got the victory. Well, it was a few weeks ago that Christian Black got the victory over Jiah Jewel in Modesto, and ever since, Jiah Jewel has been seething, absolutely pissed off that he came up short. Tonight, each man pick a partner, and we go at it again.
What's up, Tracy?
But we've got Christian Black. It looks like he picked J. Paul. I can tell through the shadows here, his longtime friend Jay Paul, who had stepped away from in-ring competition, has returned here to back up Christian Black. Ran for many years as the successful Omega Group here in TWF. Held championships all over, competed in towns all over this area. When you need some backup, you call in one of your best friends in the world. Well, this is a tag team matchup. We've known for months that Commissioner T-Money has put a bullseye on Christian Black. He hates Christian Black. It is self-evident.
Tonight, this feud ends.
Oh, cute little jacket, son.
I brought the best in wrestling right here. The sexiest fan in wrestling. Shut the hell up. No one wants to hear you anymore.
He's the commissioner. You will respect.
I'm going to show you what you're going to get at Rio. These two guys hurt. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, he slapped him. Commissioner T-Money slapped the face of Christian Black. What disrespect. We are starting this thing right away. There is bad blood personified here tonight. It goes back many, many months between Christian Black and T-Money, and this is all a product of that. As Jiah Jewel hits that top rope very hard. You've got Christian Black and Jiah Jewel on the inside. You've got Jay Paul and Dreamy Drew battling on the outside. The cameraman's going to earn his money here tonight, and he's got a handful of beer. And tries to rip every hair out of his beard. That is innovative offense. Well, you hear that slap, unceremoniously paintbrushes the face of Christian Black, and it pissed him off, and here we go. Christian Black and Jiah Jewel had a classic in Modesto a few weeks ago. Christian Black, in controversial fashion, did get the victory. Jiah Jewel seething ever since. This is a tag team matchup, though. Both individuals have picked tag team partners. Not a surprise who Christian Black selected, but kind of a surprise to me on who Jiah Jewel selected. And now Jay Paul, the OG from Oakland, California, has been up and down these roads for years. Back inside the squared circle, we welcome him back. Good friends with Christian Black, much more than just a former tag partner. Nice power slam. Well, Jay Paul played professional football in the Atlanta area. Former police officer as well. What a power slam. And if it comes down to a test of sheer power, Jay Paul will be a difference maker for his particular tandem. Meanwhile, Jiah Jewel is getting grinded out. He's got to get to a vertical base and probably make a tag, if you ask me. Well, if you're just joining us, later on tonight, you will see... Oh, he's smothering him. Later on tonight, you will see Vinnie Massaro, the TWF champion, put the title on the line against 24-karat Midas Kreed. Also goes by Goldeneye. Amazing young competitor. Could we see a changing of the guard, a changing in the landscape of this company? You got to tune in. You got to keep watching to find out. Meanwhile, Jiah Jewel stuck in the corner. Wow! And you can hear that all the way back in Atlanta, where Jay Paul used to play semi-pro football. One more time across the chest of Jiah Jewel. And you talk about tag team cohesiveness, tag team continuity, as they execute the double suplex. That's exactly what Christian and Jay Paul have. Tag team champions of this company in the past. There's a kick out. Christian, of course, has held every title you can think of here over the years in TWF. There's two OGs of this company. What a lariat. Takes his head off, and down goes Jiah Jewel. And this has been total domination ever since T-Money slapped Christian Black. It has been total domination for Omega, for Christian Black and Jay Paul. There's a double tackle, just runs him over. Two shoulders to the sternum. Referee Ray slides in, but only a 2 count. Jiah Jewel showing the world he's pretty damn tough. Yeah, that's the sound of flesh on flesh. That's the sound of a deep clothesline. Now Jiah Jewel with some shots to the midsection. I don't know if Jay Paul will show any ring rust. It's been a while since he's been in the squared circle, but a straight right hand will solve that issue right away. I'm being told also on tap, coming up next, Daniel Torch faces Tuko Montes. Who's the most athletic guy on the roster? We might solve that dilemma next. As it stands right now, Christian Black puts a size 12 in the face of Jiah Jewel. Oh wait, that's T-Money. That's T-Money grabbing his ankles on the outside. Mind your own business. And Jiah Jewel with the pump kick. Christian Black momentarily distracted by T-Money. And Jiah Jewel made him pay. Wow. Those very educated feet of Jiah Jewel. He might have the best pump kick, the best bicycle kick in all of pro wrestling in this region. And now tags in a very fresh, a very rested Dreamy Drew, who is going to town on Christian Black. Plants him with the body slam. We've seen Drew be successful before. Oh, what a running knee to the face. And Christian Black barely kicks out. This thing has changed in a hurry. A complete 180 from what we were seeing earlier. Leaping knee right in the noggin. 1, 2. Well, Christian, much to his credit, keeps kicking out despite the punishment. Well, Drew knows, though, that he has to expend energy every time he tries to get those shoulders up, get his body off the canvas. He's expending energy and putting himself closer to defeat. And now, Dreamy Drew cutting off the ring, isolating him for punishment in his own corner. And there's a shot for Jay Paul. And there's a boot to the skull once again. Jiah Jewel knows where the moneymaker is. What unique offense from the product of the Bayou.
1, 2.
Well, there's a kick out by Christian. Not much authority at all in that kick out. Just sort of shimmied his shoulder up. Couldn't even kick out. Oh, come on, Ray. Turn around, referee Ray. Turn around. That is the man running this company. That is Commissioner T-Money, who signs the damn paychecks, who's choking out one of his contracted employees behind the referee's back. How honorable is that? The oohs and ahs from the crowd from that big boot moments ago. And Jiah Jewel and Dreamy Drew have turned this thing around and are completely dominating Christian Black. Jiah Jewel seeking some revenge for what happened in Modesto a few weeks back. Christian will fight you with everything he's got. The people are on his side. Pretty much everyone is on his side, but Jiah Jewel could care less. Yeah, he's got our commissioner on his side. Oh, and Christian retaliates. All perched on the top. And plants him down with a Death Valley driver. Both men are down. Christian Black turns some defense into offense in a hurry. And now whoever can reach their feet first will have a distinct advantage in this thing. You see Christian trying to will himself back into this. He's close to a tag. Oh, he made that tag. Oh, wait a second. Referee Ray's back was turned at the most inopportune time, and he did not see that tag to Jay Paul. Oh, boy. Not good. Not good at all, and Christian Black continues to be punished on the other side of the ring.
Don't let him do it!
Spectacular Death Valley driver moments ago by Christian Black. Unfortunately for him and Jay Paul, though, it did not garner any success. It did not get them an offensive edge. It did not get them anything. All this misdirection on the side of Jiah Jewel and Dreamy Drew, very successful at this juncture in the matchup. Now look at Christian. Very nearly snatched a victory out of the jaws of defeat, but it was not to be the case. Despite shoulders being down for 2 seconds, it wasn't 3, and Jiah Jewel and Dreamy Drew continue the onslaught of punishment on Christian Black. Quick tags, isolate him in the corner. That's what successful tag teams do in pro wrestling.
Come on, buddy.
Drop toe hold. And a knee flush on the eye socket. And Christian Black once again shows these people his tenacity, shows these people his toughness, his fighting spirit. These people want to see some success on the side of Omega. However, look at this. Wow, you can hear that shot all the way back at the Peppermill at Reno. Unable to keep Christian down, but he's definitely hurting. Short left-handed clothesline delivered by Dreamy Drew. The self-professed sexiest man in wrestling, shoulders are down, and still unable. Every time there's a small opening, Christian Black goes for a pinfall, tries to win the match, but he definitely needs to make a tag in the worst way here and now. This is the Mountain House Bar and Grill, Tracy, California. Beautiful venue. You can see the lighting. You can see the patio area. Right next to Tracy in the Altamont Hills. And there's more dirty, underhanded tactics. And Jay Paul's had about enough of that. And referee Ray admonishes Jay Paul for about the 3rd or 4th time to stay out of the ring when you're not legal. Meanwhile, unfortunately, it leaves Christian wide open for more punishment. Nice belly-to-back suplex executed by the self-professed sexiest man in wrestling, Dreamy Drew. Oh, wait! He makes that tag. Falls into a tag with Jay Paul. And Jay Paul mowing down everything with a pulse. And down goes Dreamy Drew one more time. Jay Paul dominating. Oh, wait. He didn't see that blind tag. And Jiah Jewel hops in the ring. No, we got to fight on the outside. We got to fight on the inside. We got to fight everywhere. Well, this is broken down into a couple of different fights, a couple of different struggles as Jay Paul tries to suplex him. Oh, what a super kick! 1, 2, 3. Jiah Jewel gets the pin!
Here are your winners. The team of Dreamy Drew and that crazy Cajun, Jiah Jewel.
A quick, debilitating super kick right in the face, and Jiah Jewel gets the 1, 2, 3 here tonight on Jay Paul. Wow, what a big victory for that guy. And Christian and Jay Paul don't know what hit them. Just like that, a victory for those two. All the misdirection and dirty underhanded tactics paid off tonight for T-Money and his two.
I told you. I told you.
All right. Knocked his lights out. to a chorus of boos. Unfortunately, Christian and J. Paul came up short.
Hold on, bro. I've been fighting with him for over a year. For the most part, he hasn't been able to stop me. A Rio Mania. It's the biggest night of my career. And I know you've been gone for a minute. If this happens again, this doesn't happen anymore. And for you, you were told once tonight, I'm going to reinforce it. Your job is gone, come Rio.
Never happened.
Don't make threats you can't keep there, buddy.
Extremely strong words from Christian Black.
Mr. Black.
Extremely strong words, extremely stern words from Christian Black for Team Money.
I'll give it to you.
They will fight for all the marbles in a few weeks.
This ain't happening. Trust me. Guarantee.
Much respect.
Tracy, let's go! Make some noise!
A bond closer than brothers between those two. Hit a big speed bump tonight on their way to the Colonial Theater in a few
Make
weeks.
some noise, guys!
But still earn the respect of these people in the 209. Now, Christian Black and J. Paul gave these people one hell of a performance, and really, if it wasn't for all that misdirection, dirty, underhanded tactics, I think they would have won.
Rio, I get to do what I do best, and that's beat somebody up. And then that belt, that shiny belt around Massaro's waist, I'm coming for that.
I've been gone for a while, but guess what? Rio Mania, this ain't happening again. T-Money and your little goons, see you later.
I can't wait. Team Christian versus Team T-Money. Have you ever wanted to bring pro wrestling to a birthday party, a private party, a corporate event, or much more? Just email us. We can figure something out. Total Wrestling Federation at hotmail.com to bring pro wrestling to your event and much, much more. At all of our live events, we feature the products from Zombie Prevention Company. They have a variety of great stuff like board games, replica weapons, CBD products, and oh so much more. My son Leo always insists on getting some sort of Nintendo figure or some sort of writing set. They have very cool stuff. Bring a few extra dollars to our live events and buy something.
Michael Sean, I caught your little video the other day, your little promo about how I've been gone for 3 years and how you've clawed your way to the top of the ladder in TWF to become the television champion. But see, you left out some information. See, while you were bumping your gums about how I've been gone, you didn't tell the people why I've been gone. 3 years ago, I sustained a serious injury that almost cost me my life. Wrestling for this. And if I wouldn't have stepped away, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. I wouldn't be standing here talking to you, the fans, and the rest of the locker room, whoever else out there that's listening. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Instead, I'd be dead, buried in the ground, because I kept going on an injury but I wasn't supposed to. 3 years ago, after I won this title from Andrew Arch, I contacted West Ghost. I asked him to make me a title, and he did so by giving me the belt that I'm holding right now. You want to talk about climbing the ladder? You want to talk about crawling and scratching for something that you've never had before? You're looking at it. I didn't walk away because I wanted to. I walked away because I had to. Colonial Theater, Sacramento, California, Rio Mania. Michael Sean, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. That is what it is. So you keep talking.
I had injuries in my family. I had to walk away from it.
Oh my God. Get yourself a tissue, suck it up like a man, and step in the ring with me. See, I didn't go and buy myself a belt. I did not go in hiding. I didn't run away from my problems. No. I have injuries too, Joe Gamble. But you know the difference between me and you? I show up. I don't cry about injuries. I don't cry about having to walk away from my fans. No. I show up every single night, defend this, and don't go to West Coast and buy myself a belt. No, Joe. You disappeared for 3 years. Try to spin it any way you want. You were scared. You didn't want to step in the ring with anybody. See, unlike you, I climbed to the top. And when I got there, I didn't run away. Joe Gamble, at Rio Mania, I'm going to put you back in retirement. Joe Gamble, at Rio Mania, I'm going to make you wish you never came back. Joe Gamble, I'm taking your belt and I'm going to take your career along with it. Joe Gamble, your little injury that took you away for 3 years is going to be the worst thing that ever happened to you. Because when you come back, you had to step in the ring with me. A pissed off me. See, I am the television champion. You know what pisses me off? Somebody claiming to be something they're not. I am the television champion, Joe Gamble. At Rio Mania, I'm going to prove it to you, and I'm going to prove it to everybody else. Why I am the main event, and why I am the television champion. I'll see you at Rio Mania.
Oh, well, last week on this program, Michael Sean found a way to keep the television championship. Lady Lindsay, hell of a showing. Unfortunately, both sets of shoulders were down, and Michael Sean was a split second quicker. And that individual right there kept the TV title last week on this program. Well, next week you will see the beginning of the action from Rio Mania at the historic Colonial Theater. Please watch next week. It is the best venue around. It is so beautiful. It is the best place for pro wrestling anywhere in Northern California. And you will see all the action start from the Colonial Theater next week, including a certain TV title match we were just pumping up. Next week on this show, Joe Gamble, who never lost the TV title, against the current television champion, Michael Sean, for that prestigious prize. Something has got to give. You will see it next week on this program. The move of the moment brought to you by All Star Properties.
Oh, yeah!
Back over here.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! One, two, three!
Whether it's brand new tag team champions in the American Degenerates or the unfortunate brass knuckles to the face and get pinned by the knocked out Drake Frost, the moves of the moment are brought to you by All Star Properties. They can deliver property management services in the 209 for any of your needs. You can call them at 209-522-8833 or online at allstarproperties.org. And here comes Tuko Montes. There's quite a debate backstage among many of the competitors of this company. Who's the most athletic? Who is the most nimble competitor in all of TWF? Many would vote for this guy right here, Tuko Montes. Obvious origins in the Lucha Libre style. Tuko Montes, very young and always willing to learn, has got all the charisma in the world, rock and roll forever. Last time we were in this building, we saw Tuko get a victory over CJ Dirt. Tonight, however, he's in the ring with someone who might be more athletic than him. Not only could he be, he's definitely not wearing pants. As he tells someone in the first row there, that's Daniel Torch. He might be the most athletic member of the roster, but at this moment, he is the coldest member of the roster. You've got a smaller frame like that, I guess it's freezing out there. Thank you for bearing the elements, whether it's the talent in the ring or the people on the outside. This is the Mountain House Barn Grill in Tracy, California. You see some rose petals thrown in the ring there as good luck from Tuko Montes' wife. He might need more than luck here tonight.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first in the corner to my right, hailing all the way from Monterrey, Mexico. Please give it up for Tuko Montes! And his opponent, hailing out of Motown, Modesto, California. Please give it up for Daniel Torch!
Now these people here in Tracy, California, the Mountain House area, they can respect both competitors. They've seen both these competitors fight with honor and respect in the past. But right now, you got to throw all that respect out the window. Who's going to win this thing?
I guess.
Yeah, it's cold. And they're bearing the elements out there. It'll be much warmer when we're in this building, back in this venue on July 9th of 2022, 7 p.m. Get your tickets now. Eventbrite. Click the links on our Facebook or our Twitter. And there's some respect. What a breath of fresh air here in pro wrestling. You see, it looks like Torch is slightly taller. I'd say Tuko Montes is slightly stronger, but not by much. Very evenly matched.
You just gave me like a middle part?
I like your hair, brother.
He combed his hair for him in the corner. See, they've got respect.
Back to the home improvement.
Okay, here we go. Daniel Torch, who's probably more experienced of the two. And it might be the difference maker, who knows? As Torch grabs that left arm, Tuko able to get out of dodge. Reversal. Not to be outdone, Daniel Torch gets himself out of trouble in a very athletic way. Look at this. You see, at first it was Tuko utilizing leverage to get to his feet, but then Daniel Torch, not to be outdone, outdoes him and takes him down in the process. Have you ever seen that meme of two Spider-Man staring at each other? This could be it. Very evenly matched are these two. Very nimble on their feet, very athletic, very charismatic. Torch trying to get out of that headlock, which he does. And Tuko trucks him. Leaps over. Leapfrog. And Tuko cuts him off. Nice hip toss by Tuko Montes. Tuko Montes, half a second quicker on that exchange, hit that hip toss. Both men are up now. Into the corner. And now Tuko, that's a little bit of frustration if you ask me. Maybe he thought that he was much quicker than Torch. Maybe he thought he'd be more successful. Shoots him in again. And there's the head scissors. Daniel Torch able to reverse what would have been a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker or something of the sort into a head scissors. Nicely done. And Torch dives to the outside. He's okay. He's okay. He's at all the shows. He's okay. And thank you for letting him up, Torch. He's all good. Always front row, Jimmy. Oh, there's Torch. Able to turn. And then dives to the outside. Who's the most athletic guy around? The answer at this moment might be Torch. Fun for everyone. They might end up in your lap here at TWF. And Torch, look at that good guy, helps him up. Probably buy him a beer later. Now both athletes now trying to catch their breath. Torch obviously got the better of that exchange, tosses him back in the ring where he can beat him. Very nice. Keep the people happy. Well, too much time between the spectacular dive to the outside and the pinfall attempt, and Torch knows that, stays on him with the offense. Reversed. And Tuko eats an elbow. Oh, overhead, belly-to-belly suplex by Tuko Montes. Just when you think he's down, he pulls that out of his hat. Both athletes to a vertical base. Very obvious that Torch is worse for wear. Front face lock by Tuko Montes. Into a jackhammer. It could be over. Wow, muscles him over from the suplex position into a jackhammer, but doesn't get the win. Right there, that belly-to-belly was a difference maker. And then... despite the very, very potent jackhammer, unable to keep Torch down for a 3 count, but Tuko Montes has turned the tide, and Daniel Torch is hurting. And Tuko Montes making him carry his own body weight, plus his body weight, leaning on Torch. Torch, very smart, gets to a vertical base though. Shoves him into the corner. You can see those rose petals in the ring. He misses. And Tuko caught him. Maybe not. Plants him. Tornado DDT. And Tuko Montes is on Dream Street. And now it's Torch's turn. Cooking with gasoline. All fired up here in Tracy. Leaping knee. Backflip enziguri, and Tuko's hurt. Oh, very nearly a 3 count. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but don't tell Torch that. What offense there by Daniel Torch, but could not get 3. Tuko, left shoulder off the canvas, avoids defeat. Daniel Torch looks frustrated. He threw everything but the kitchen sink at Tuko Montes moments ago, but could not put him away. And now Tuko catches him sleeping and dumps him down. Folds him up like a piece of paper. Leaping sling blade clothesline by Tuko Montes. Rock and roll forever. And now Tuko He can soar off that top rope if he gets the opportunity. Daniel Torch knows that. Leaping punch to the side of the face, and it neutralizes Tuko. Oh, buckles, then TKO.
1, 2, 3.
The two-hit combo. What a two-hit combo right there. Fireman's carry. Speeds across the ring, rams him into the top turnbuckle, and then hits that TKO, swinging into the cutter. Victory for that guy right there. And he's asking for the referee's pants. Yeah, it's cold out there. Able to shake off some very flashy offense. Some terrific offense from Tuko Montes. Able to shake that off and get the 1-2-3 here in Tracy. Now go backstage and put on some pants. And Tuko has absolutely nothing to hang his head about. These two athletes showed the world why they are both extremely skilled at their craft. Oh, and Vinnie Massaro. His position, we've seen this before. What a head scissors. Hello, my name is Jake Schuerman. On May 21st, 2022, at Parkour Performing Arts Center in Lincoln, California, a dream match comes to life. On one side, maybe the most athletic individual to ever step foot in a TWF ring in Daniel Torch. And Torch cuts him off! What a knee, and then a backflip enziguri! On the other side is Sacramento area wrestling legend, El Flaco Loco.
Your house, your rules, the Lucha Libre Mafia, with some support from the TWF faithful, are here to break those rules.
Future Hall of Famer versus already Hall of Famer. In-ring wizard versus cerebral Jedi Master. Join us live and in person. Get your tickets today on Eventbrite or at the door.
It's definitely the right time!
Wow, well you just heard that'll be one of the big matches on the 21st of May at Parkour Performing Arts Center, 941 Sterling Parkway in Lincoln, California. Doors at 6:30, showtime at 7. 15 for adults and 10 for kids, so be there in Lincoln, California, Placer County. Come out and represent. All ages. Then we move on to Modesto, California on June 4th. It's a Saturday. Eagles Hall. All ages are welcome. 126 Camellia Way. Doors at 6 p.m. Showtime at 7. $15 for adults and $10 for kids. It's always packed to the gills in Modesto at the historic-looking Eagles Hall. It used to be a speakeasy. And then, July 9th, Mountain House Bar and Grill, 16784 West Grantline Road in Tracy, California. Doors at 6, bell time at 7. 15 for adults and 10 for kids. All ages. It's a great venue. You're seeing matches from that here tonight. Then, July 16th at the VFW Hall, 580 Moffett Boulevard in Manteca. Doors at 6, bell time at 7. A great new venue. They're really excited to have pro wrestling back in Manteca. And then all roads lead to the Colonial Theater Summerfest Live Pro Wrestling, 3522 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento. Doors at 6:30, bell time at 7, $15 for adults and $10 for kids. Go to the Colonial. Well, you can watch AEW pay-per-views, including the one at the end of this month from Las Vegas, live on the big screens at the Beach Hut Deli, 2535 Fair Oaks Boulevard in Sacramento. Absolutely the best sandwiches, beer, and atmosphere in all of Sacramento. My children come with me. They get cheese sandwiches, and they love it. I get something a little more filling, but it's always a great time to watch AEW pay-per-views at the Beach Hut Deli. Spotlight on Pro Wrestling Schools. The Dragon's Den meets at 6:30 p.m. every Wednesday with head trainer Mike Hayashi, the Angry Dragon. You can check them out. And also, the 209 Pro Wrestling Academy meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays in Sacramento. If you'd like to train in that region, it's nlpwoffice@gmail.com. Become a pro wrestler today. The head trainer there is Tony Vargas.
Ever pick up the phone and hear the words, "I've been arrested, been arrested, been arrested"? That's bad news. And when you call the bail bond company, you got a disrespectful person who didn't make it any better, any better, any better. Why should you have to talk to someone who only makes things worse? You need a bail bond company that's respectful, affordable, fast, and professional. You need All Pro bail bonds. All Pro, All Pro, All Pro. It's bail done better.
Call All Pro Bail Bonds, offering affordable payment plans plus military and union discounts.
¿Alguien ha sido arrestado? Llame sin compromiso. Nosotros le ayudaremos. Ofrecemos pagos de acuerdo a su presupuesto. No se preocupe más. Nuestros agentes son amables y profesionales. Llame a un experto. Llame a All Pro Bail Bonds.
Are you a small business which could use a little small business to help you out? Total Wrestling Federation at hotmail.com is our email. Our text line is 916-317-9999. We can figure out an advertising solution for all of us. We can put up your banner at the shows. We can put a commercial on this TV program you see every week on YouTube. We can figure something out because we are a small business that's been helping other small businesses since 1998. Now, this is the Mountain House Bar and Grill in Tracy, California, and we are mere moments away from our main event. Vinnie Massaro, the nice guy, puts the TWF Championship on the line against 24-karat Midas Kreed. A contrast in styles, a contrast in life philosophies. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/thetwf for all of the information about what's going on in our world. We'd also like to thank the folks at Indie Handshake for some of the footage you see each and every week here on TWF. They have a very, very impressive YouTube page and podcast talking about Northern California pro wrestling history. Well, it was 2 weeks ago on this program that Vinnie Massaro, in very underhanded fashion, kept the TWF title. Kicks the 73-yard field goal behind the referee's back, goes after the knee of Drake Frost, and retains the TWF Championship. But tonight will be very different. It is time for the main event. Vinnie Massaro defends the TWF Championship against 24-karat Midas Kreed. We've seen them both all over the place in very high-profile matches. Who can step up and be the man here tonight?
Before we get to our main event, I just want to say thank you. You guys are freaking awesome. This is one of the livest crowds we've had in a while. Now, that being said, I need to know, are you guys ready for our main event? Can you get just a little bit louder than that? Are you ready for our main event? That's what I'm talking about. We're going to have a TWF title match, and we're going to bring them out right now.
Very, very lively crowd here in Tracy, California is definitely ready for our championship main event here tonight on TWF Rugged.
Come on, Tracy, let's go, baby! Wake up, it's main event time!
This is Midas Kreed. You can call him 24 Karat, you can call him GoldenEye, but what you have to call him is successful. High-profile matches all over this region. West Coast Pro, GCW, he can get it done in the squared circle. There has never been any doubt about that. Very, very young. His best days are yet to come in pro wrestling. He will be giving up quite a bit of experience against the reigning and defending champion of this company. It's very cold out there. Everyone is bearing the elements. We thank you so much for watching what we do, for watching our passion. And here comes the defending champion. Some have called him the innovator in the past. Currently, you can call him Nice Guy. A wealth of experience. He has traveled all over the world as a pro wrestler. Vinnie Massaro outsmarted everyone in the building several months ago by winning the championship at the Colonial Theater in Sacramento, California. We saw recently a title defense.
Where's the village people over there? Where's the guy from the village people over there? Look at that guy. YMC. What are you doing over there, buddy?
We saw a recent successful title defense over the monster that is Drake Frost. Over the intense beast that is Drake Frost. Tonight, however, very, very different opponent for Vinnie Massaro.
Like people are assholes.
The following contest is our main event, and it is for the TWF Championship. Introducing first your challenger in the corner to my left, fighting out of Sacramento, California. Please give it up for 24 Karat Midas Kreed. And his opponent, fighting out of the 209. He is your reigning and defending TWF champion. Please give it up for the nice guy, Vinnie Massaro!
Well, the reaction of these people, they would love to see Midas Kreed stick it to Vinnie Massaro, yelling at everyone he can.
That's fine. Just bring it back when I call for the bell, all right?
Well, there's rose petals all over the ring. It was thrown in there by Tuko Montes' wife as a good luck charm in the last match. Vinnie, a ton of experience. Obviously the stronger and the taller of the two, but definitely not the most athletic. Midas Kreed, we've seen him do some amazing things in the squared circle before. It would be a huge feather in his cap to win the title here tonight from Vinnie Massaro. The sarcastic champion, though, does not want your cheers. I alluded to it minutes ago. Oh, the sarcasm, too. But shoves him down, much bigger and stronger. Midas might be time for a different strategy. Traditional lockup You get shoved on your butt. One more time now, and Vinnie muscles him into the corner. Midas blocks it. But not the second time, and gets hip-tossed 18 feet across this ring. And Midas Kreed, unfortunately for him, very slow start for the challenger, clutching his spine in pain.
One more go.
Well, Vinnie Massaro 2 for 2 so far when it comes to offense. Will the third time be the charm for the challenger? Oh, Vinnie, come on, hey. Well, that kid refused to acknowledge that he's the man. I guess you can't argue. I guess you can't argue with success, though. He is the champion here for the second time. As you can see, there is that size disparity. This camera angle definitely shows that to the world. Cinches on that headlock, and Midas Kreed needs to get out of it in a hurry. Squeezing on his cranium. Oh, there you go. Oh, objects that go in motion tend to stay in motion. Over the top. Leapfrog. Drop kick on the money by the challenger. One more time, and down goes Massaro. He's got to stay on him. Uh-oh, reversed by the champion. Missed a clothesline. Leaping Hurricane Rana. And this crowd appreciates the efforts of 24-karat Midas Kreed. That is exactly the kind of offense he needs. Avoid the big strikes from the champion and retaliate with athletic moves like that. Drop kicks and Hurricane Ranas to success. Oh, Vinnie sidesteps any possible contact and then levels him. And then fakes him out of ringside. Don't intimidate the fans. And Midas Kreed makes him pay. Slingshot crossbody to the outside, and that is exactly what he needs to do if he wants to leave Tracy as the champion of TWF. You can see Vinnie Massaro trying to get some distance, trying to get some recovery time. There's people surrounding everywhere. And Vinnie tastes that table over there. Midas Kreed will not let him escape, will not let him re-strategize. Chasing him through these people. Oh, Vinnie, however. Slams across the face of the challenger. And Midas takes advantage.
In the ring, guys.
And Vinnie hasn't completely got his bearings back, and Midas Kreed perched on that table. I don't think Vinnie sees him. Double axe handle right on the skull of the champion. Very unique angle there as Midas comes soaring off that patio table to take out Vinnie Massaro. It's time to put him back in the ring and beat the guy. In my humble opinion, that's what you need to do. You poured on some offense on the outside. You took control of this thing. Toss him in the ring and beat him. Win the championship. Midas Kreed, trained, of course, by the late, great Virgil Flynn in Sacramento, California, who competed in TWF many, many years ago. Great guy. Absolutely great guy. And now Midas thinking top rope. And Vinnie makes him pay. Vinnie Massaro sees Midas perched on the top rope and does everything he can to knock him off. You gotta think, if Midas hit something big there, we could have had a title change. Not to be. Plants him with the body slam. And drops the elbow. Well, Midas Kreed, he had control on the outside. He utilized his environment. But the second the action came back on the inside, Vinnie Massaro turned the tables. The defending champion now. This is where that experience comes into play. This is where over 2 decades of experience, wrestling in Japan, wrestling in Mexico, all that experience definitely helps you when matches come to this nitty-gritty stage, to these later stages. Midas Kreed, who is impressive in his own right, and his best days are ahead of him in pro wrestling. Can he have enough offense, though? Can he muster enough offense to knock off Vinnie and win the gold?
Come on, man. You know better than
Vinnie using every bit of that 5 count with his boot across the throat. Oh, headbutt to the midsection. Midas Kreed. Oh, but he caught it. And rakes the eyeballs. You might be the most athletic person in the world. You could be, but if you rake your eyes, you're going to feel it. And Vinnie leaning on it. Midas Kreed, much smaller in stature than the defending champion Vinnie Massaro, and he's leaning on him with every ounce of his body weight. At the same time, Midas Kreed needs to get out of this. We all know these people would love to see Midas Kreed shut up Vinnie Massaro. But he can't do that unless he gets out of this predicament. Oh, and a handful of hair stops any sort of comeback that Midas had in mind. He might have been thinking 3 moves ahead. Unfortunately, Vinnie Massaro cuts him off with a handful of hair and shoves him down. It might not be honorable, it might not be ethical, but it's successful. Oh, right across the face. Oh, Midas gets over the contact. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. Here's the opening that 24-karat Midas Kreed needs. 2 knees to the chest, and down goes the champion.
1, 2, yeah!
Extremely close. Man, that was close, but only 2. Midas Kreed screams.
We got him, come on.
He knows how close he was. And now, once again, trying to utilize that top rope, utilize that ability. Oh, Vinnie caught him. Wow! Vinnie Massaro catches him and spikes him.
1, 2, 2.
Right shoulder up. Right shoulder, just barely. Right shoulder of Midas Kreed, barely off the canvas. And now Vinnie, just when you thought Midas Kreed might have been inching his way to the title, Vinnie Massaro cut him off. Oh, he missed that snoring elbow. Oh, spin kick right in the face. Cover him.
1, 2.
Only 2. Only 2. How close was that? Damn. Vinnie Massaro finds a way to get the shoulder up. Well, does he have a little Midas touch in him? Oh, snake eyes! Oh, snoring elbow!
1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, and still TWF Champion, the nice guy, Vinnie Massaro!
And the boos tell you what these people think of Vinnie Massaro. The snake eyes set it up, and the snoring elbow put him away. On full display here tonight was the versatility of the TWF champion. Vinnie Massaro finds a way to win this thing. And these men are having words.
You clean this up. It's your job.
We saw,
man, you're still an asshole.
a few weeks ago we saw him beat Drake Frost, and then tonight we saw him beat Midas Kreed. Versatility on display. Thank you so much for joining us.